I'm Justin Mott, and welcome to my... Wait a minute. I'm Justin Mott, and welcome to my home in Hanoi, Vietnam. No, that wasn't a technical error. That was just me being silly because I'm going to be talking about lighting, and I'm going to be talking about these lights that I can control from this app here. These are the CL60 COB lights from the fine people over at Colbor. They sent me these lights to check out. I've been using them for a long time, and I've been loving them so much that I can't even hold them to show you. Because as I was building my new studio, I started to use these, and now I can't take them out because I've got my lighting set up, and I don't want to mess with that. But I'm still going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you how I've been using these lights, what I think about them, the pros and cons. So if you're interested in a set of lights for your home studio, or even possibly for photography or accent lights for your video work, you might be interested in this product. So stay tuned and let's talk photography. Well, not really, not photography today. Let's talk video today. Okay, that's it. I'm not really going to talk about photography a lot today. More like video. Alright guys, as always, don't forget to check out my online store at justinmott.com, where I've got presets that will not make you a better photographer, but they will add some pop to your images. I've also got one-on-one coaching out there for anyone interested in stepping up their photography game. There's all sorts of different packages on there, open to all genres and all levels of photographers. And for those of you interested in joining my membership program now on my YouTube channel, I will still be giving you my normal content for free, but I've also now got bonus content for $4.99 a month. I will have a weekly live stream for members only. You will get priority in the comment section. I will have a monthly photography contest / challenge and a bunch of other content as well, some other perks there. So if you're interested in that, you want to support the channel, check that out, hit the join button, or don't, it's up to you. All right, so today I'm here to talk about, again, I can't show you because I'm using them. Today I'm here to talk about this box here. What's inside of me, box? Well, this is the Colbor CL60 light, and to be honest, I had never heard of these guys, and I'm not really like big into video lights. I do have a video production company, and we have been using aperture lights through the years. So I know about these LED lights, constant lights, and things like that. Through most of my photography career, I've been using strobes. I used to use Pro Photos, but we did switch to constant lights more recently, and I've really been liking it because we do a lot of these hybrid shoots, video and still. So yeah, I've been getting used to the LED lights. I've been getting used to these constant lights, and I've actually been enjoying them in my photography. So these guys from Colbor, they reached out to me via Instagram. And surprisingly, actually, I get a lot of people that reach out to me through Instagram and through email about like me reviewing their products. And most of the time, like surprisingly a lot for someone that doesn't have like a gigantic following. I just have like my little friends here, my little community. Hey, maybe they like what I'm doing. They like my jam. They like my hat. I don't know what it is. But normally I say no, to be honest. It's a lot of free products, and some of them maybe I could use, some of them maybe not. But this was something, actually, the timing was perfect. I was just moving my studio from my bedroom here into my home office. I've been setting up this like mega desk live streaming work system here, which I'm gonna do a whole separate video about. I want like my whole streaming and filming setup here. So I have my cameras here, my microphone here, my laptop here, and I can kind of push these away. They're all these really cool Rode boom arms, which I really dig, by the way. I should do a whole separate thing about them because I really like these. I can stuff them away. They can hold my camera. They can hold my microphone. They can easily slide out. They're spring-loaded. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about that today, but they reached out and they're like, hey, would you be interested in these lights? I was kind of skeptical, never heard of the company, but the person online was really nice. She or he, I don't actually know, called me dear like 1,000 times. I like to say dear. They kept calling me dear. I think my wife, if she saw the messages, she might be like, who's this person talking to you? I know they didn't mean it that way, but the dear thing, he or she said a lot. But, you know, it's like, listen, I'm actually in the process of building my little home studio. I could use some lights. I need a nice key light here. I need a nice accent light back there. That's what that is. And I thought, why not try these bad boys out and see how they work? So I got them about a month ago. I've been using them every day since, and I like them. But let me tell you exactly what they are. All right, let's go through some of the specs here, and then I'll kind of tell you about how I've been using it. But here's some of the specs. I'm not going to go through everything. If you want to know more, I'll put a link to the entire setup, but I'm not like big into going into specs. I'm not a techie person. You guys know that. I'm not like super techie. But okay, so first things first, what does it cost? These things cost $150 per light. I would say they're in the ballpark of the Aperture Amron light, so sort of the same ballpark, but that light's about $200. This is about $150. Very comparable in build quality and look. And sort of the features as well, but I would say the Colbor has the advantage in it's smaller, it's lighter, it's tiny. Like I used to use these aperture lights in my studio downstairs, and they were fine as far as quality goes. They were just too big and bulky. So these are kind of perfect. They set up easy. They're really lightweight, so 550 grams, and everything can be controlled through the app. So I guess you could call them like smart lights in that regard. So everything can be done through their app. You can download their app. I'm an Apple person. You can download the app on the Apple App Store. And it was easy to set up. So you put it in, you set it up, and then it's basically created like scenes. It kind of mimics how Apple HomeKit works, or even any sort of home any sort of smart home works. You create scenes, and then within those scenes, you can set the light temperature, the light power, and you could designate certain characteristics to each light. It has a bunch of different lighting effects. It has like candlelight, it has lightning, it has pulsing. I was gonna go through this whole thing where I show you all those effects, but honestly, I would never use those. But some people would. I guess if you're like a young, hip content creator, not like a 44-year-old guy who likes to talk directly into the camera and doesn't do a lot of crazy cuts and things like that, then yeah, probably no use for it. But I could see the use for a lot of people out there that want to do like cool effects. And again, all of it can be controlled through the app, which I dig. So I like that because I can sit down in my studio. Again, I've built this studio so I can just basically sit down, do my work, edit my photos, and then I have an idea for a video, or I've got a scripted video that I really want to get into, and I just have the motivation to get into it. Boom, I can just get everything going. So I've got my boom arms here, I've got my cameras here, I've got my OBS streaming software here, and then I can just hit the app here on my phone and turn both of these lights on. It's as simple as that. You can make all the power adjustments through the app as well. So if you want them a little darker, want a little brighter, whatever, you can do that here. Color temperature as well. You can set these are BiColor, so you can go from 2700 Kelvin all the way up to 6500 Kelvin. You can do that through the app. You can do them directly on the lights as well, depending on how you like to do it. They take a universal Bowens mount. It comes with this cool little carrying case here. It's a nice padded case, good quality, has a little shoulder strap on it. Inside you get the little reflector. I'm not using the reflector because I've got a softbox on this one, and I've got a gobo on this one. That's what's creating this cool light here. It's a gobo by a separate company, but again, you've got that Bowens mount, so if you have other softboxes, other modifiers, they attach very easily. One of the cool things they're selling and they're talking about, which is interesting, I'm more into the app. I just like that I can press that button, turn it on, but it is a cool feature, and maybe I would use it later on, is they are stackable, which is really interesting. So you can like put multiple lights together and you can control them from one light as well, but you can put them together and like create a mega light. I think they call it like a matrix cube or something like that, but I'm gonna call it mega light and see if that sticks. You could put like tons of them together. You have to buy the other ones, but you can put them together and make like a really powerful light if you're shooting outside and wanted to overpower the sun or something like that, or you just needed a brighter light. You could do that, and you can control them all through one of them as well. So once they stack and attach, it's like this little sliding mechanism. They attach like that. It's kind of cool. As far as power goes, it has a USB connected power, which goes directly into your socket, a DC plug. But you can also power it through the USB through a power bank or through a V-mount battery as well. I haven't done that yet because, again, I've got a very stationary setup here, and that's how I'm using them. As far as noise goes, which is important to people like me because you're filming and you've got audio to worry about, they're very quiet. I never hear them at all. So no problem there. Don't pick up any of the noise on them. A lot of those lights, that's actually a problem. You pick up that fan noise and it's pretty annoying. Build quality, it's made with aluminum. I'm not an aluminum kind of guy, but I said it. It's made with aluminum because I'm American, and a mix of plastic as well. It comes with a light stand adapter, so you can just take that, put it on the back, screw it on. You can attach it to any normal light stand. So as far as what comes in the box, you get the power cord, you get the light itself, you get the case here, you get the reflector, you get the Bowens mount, and you also get the light stand attachment as well, which is very adjustable, so you can screw it on there, and then you can tilt it up and down, that kind of stuff. So overall, the pros for me is that, first of all, that price point, $150, that's a good deal for what you get. Again, the comparable aperture light that you get costs about $200 with the same wattage, same BiColor system, and it's even a little bit bigger, and kind of made from similar materials as well. But the app system for me, setting the scenes in there is super intuitive, and having that app for different scenes is kind of awesome. I mean, it is awesome. Like, to be able to have these different scenes set up just like I do for my HomeKit setup at my house. So like turn the lights on for the living room, turn the lights on, this kind of mood lighting for watching a movie. That's kind of cool for me. If you're a content creator and you might have a different setup for, let's say for me, maybe I have a different lighting setup for my live stream as I do for my regular YouTube videos or my review videos. I might have a different setup, or I'm holding gear and showing it to you, or maybe even just a different lighting setup when I film during the day compared to night. So just to have all that set up and just be able to click a button, that's huge for me. That's what I enjoyed the most about this lighting system. That's why I like it. That's why I didn't even want to take it off the setup right now. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard, but I was being lazy, but I wanted to show you what it can do. So I've got the accent light there, I've got the key light here, and that's all dialed into the Colbor app here, which was really easy and intuitive to set up. Another bonus is that matrix system, that cube matrix system, or mega light as I'm calling it. Be able to put multiple lights attached to one, control it for one, and make like a stronger light if you really needed it. That could be useful. I don't know if I would use that, but maybe down the line if you wanted to buy 2 or 3 of these lights. I would say for you content creators out there, if you just wanted a small investment, you just wanted one nice key light to make your videos look professional, buying one of these would be fantastic. If you can afford buying two, then you have a little bit more of a professional look. You can have that accent light. You can start to mess around with modifiers or gobo like I have to make it look like the sun's coming in. It's actually pitch black outside, so that's not sunlight coming through my glass panels in my door. But, it's nice to have that option. So for $300, you can have a really nice professional YouTube setup, and that's a good deal. $300 for a professional lighting setup in your studio for you content creators that are starting out there. It's nice. And to have that all that you can control through an app with one click of a button, anything to help you to just get right into recording, one less thing to set up. It's just more of a chance you're going to sit down and film more. Again, just less things in the way of you creating content is a good thing, and I think it's a good price for that. The only cons I would say are, if I were to complain, I'd say, I wish this is me being difficult, which maybe I can be difficult, why not? But I would say it would be cool if they came with like a little tiny tabletop tripod. That would be kind of nice, because not everyone has light stands. Like, I have light stands. I'm a professional photographer. I had tons of light stands. It was easy to set up, but some people want to just like do a little setup on their desk. So to have like a little tiny tabletop tripod that you could put this little light on and just like get going straight out of the box, that would be kind of nice to have. And the other thing I would say is, well, you have the aluminum body. Some of the knobs on the back are plastic. I mean, plastic always feels cheap to me, but I get it. It's $150. It's not a huge deal to me. I would just like those to be metal, but I understand that costs more. And then the lighting mount too, those little levers, I wish those were built a little bit nicer. They're all right. I just wish they were built nicer. I'm into that kind of stuff. I wish they were a little more solid. I mean, they haven't broken. I don't feel like they're going to break, but they just feel a little bit cheap to me. But overall, it's a great light for the money. Overall, I think it's a fantastic light, even a fantastic system. Anyone out there that's creating content or has a home studio, or even for photographers looking to do product stuff or an accent light or another light in their studio and their lighting arsenal, part of their studio, it could come in handy. And for cinematographers out there as well, it can come in handy because it's portable. Again, you can plug it in, but you can also attach a battery. So if you needed a portable light, it's not going to overpower the sun outside, but if you need a portable light inside, again, the versatility, super, super lightweight, and the fact that you can connect it through a USB power bank or that battery. So that's the Colbor CL60. I've been using it for my studio for a month. I really like it. I know this is a little bit different than what I normally review. Normally I review stuff strictly related to photography, but I am doing a ton of video, not just here in my studio, not just these YouTube episodes, but I'm doing a lot more video as well, a lot more documentary work and in the field work, and my production company, Mott Visuals, we do tons of videos, so we'll probably take these on shoot with me, but I actually don't want to. I want to keep them here. I don't want my team to steal them and take them on shoot with me, but maybe that'll happen because they're really good quality and an overall really good value. That's it for today, guys. Let me know what you think of these lights. Let me know if you think you would use them for any purposes. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section. I will put a link to these lights in the description box below, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to have a wonderful day.